As I started to do my initial preparation for the titanic struggle with the Pittsburgh Steelers, noticed it was December 1st. The ball game fell on December 1st, and it brought me back to November of 1981, because we had a football game on November 1st of 1981. And because of that, as the calendar fell, we had 5 games in the month of November in 1981. The Bengals have 5 games in the month of December in 2024. Worked out really well for us. The November in 1981, it was a November to remember. We won all 5 football games and won them handily. We went in with a 5-3 record, and we played the Houston Oilers on November 1st and beat them 34-21. Then we went to San Diego on the 8th of November, won 40-17. And then on the 15th of November, we played the Rams in Cincinnati, win 24-10. Then on the 20th, we've got Denver that we beat 38-21. And then finally, on the 29th, beat the Cleveland Browns 41-21. So we did not win a football game by less than 13 points in that stretch. We were blowing people out. 2-score wins, 3-score wins. I mean, it was unbelievable. We caught fire. And it all started on that November 1st, and it became the famous November to remember. And it was the impetus for us to win the division, and as a result of that, get home field advantage and win in the first round of the playoffs. And all of a sudden, we got the AFC Championship game. We had a bye, in the first round. Second round of the playoffs, we win our football game, and then we've got a Freezer Bowl game against the San Diego Chargers. 59 below, everybody knows all about that. The AFC Championship game that got us to Super Bowl 16, and we came up just short against the 49ers in Super Bowl 16. But what about a December to remember? I mean, it's happened before in franchise history, where in a 5-game month, win all 5 of them. Why not do it this time? It's not easy. I mean, the odds aren't very high. There's no question about that. But the interesting thing is, just like that stretch in November, 3 home games, 2 on the road. That's what we had in November to remember. That's what the Bengals have in this December month. And there's some common opponents there. The Cincinnati Bengals, they face Tennessee. Well, Tennessee, they're the Houston Oilers. It was a franchise relocation, so there's a common opponent there. We played the Cleveland Browns, so do the Cincinnati Bengals in this month. Bengals play the Denver Broncos. We played Denver in that November to remember. So 3 of the 5 opponents, 3 of the 5 games are kind of common. So it's kind of little spooky, little na. I wonder if they can. I wonder if they can get it done. I wonder if they can pull it off. It would be phenomenal, and they have to, basically, with a 4-7 record. They have to make a run, and they have to start a run on December 1st. And what we did, how we approached it back in November, it was 1 game at a time. Forrest Gregg did not want to hear anything about, running any kind of table or anything like that. Let's win a football game, because we had come off a bad loss against the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans 17-7 to knock our record down to 5-3. And now we go on that November to remember, and all of a sudden here we are 10-3. And we're in great shape. We ended up finishing the season at 12-4. So the Cincinnati Bengals, if they can go on this run, and then all of a sudden you got 1 game left against the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road. But if you can win 5 in a row, get yourself to 9-7, now all of a sudden that game in January in Pittsburgh becomes monumental, to say the least. So the Bengals have had the bye week to rest up, get their minds right, get their bodies right, and get the first one. Get the first one of 5 that's needed in this year's 2024's December to remember. Stranger things have happened. We'll see. Dave Lapham here, and every day I am grateful for my experience to have played professional football. As a player, I realize self-motivation, leadership, and appreciating your teammates are key. At First Star Logistics, you can use those same attributes to create the life you want for you and your family. Build your future by working hard like I did. You'll see results both on and off the field. Call First Star Logistics today and be part of our winning team.
Opportunity knocking.